Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Putting the pressure on me, so I think I'll go out there and run up the score a bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge. They can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal. Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have done it sooner! It's no use! We have to retreat!
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces into 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
They'll crash on their own. This is Skull 3. Locked on bandit. Pursuing enemy.
Target eliminated.
Okay, Trigger. The park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Fire. APC eliminated. Strider 1, missile.
Enemy has a lock.
Around our real issue right now.
Mention 3 strikes during the briefing.
Look at the plus on board. Damn that 3 strikes.
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes are here. Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
No special weaponry remaining.
We can't let the enemy take that position. Kill them all.
Roger. The park will be secured. You'll see a big shot clear the way. Getting out of rock. Breaking.
Strider 1, go.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is 1 missile and you're in duty.
Missile. Break Strider 1.
We're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Be careful up there.
Hold your ground.
Strider 1, locked on target. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
In the cloud.
This is HQ. Do whatever it takes to defend that bridge.
Network HQ. We need reinforcements at once. We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Enemy's got a lock.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check.
Too fast. Lower airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them. One's on Silver Bridge.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that. Don't let them through. HQ's right behind us.
Box 2.
Take advantage.
Strider 1, lock on target.
Missile.
Evade! Evade that missile!
Missile.
Did you really think that missile was gonna hit anything?
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up one squadron at the Silver Bridge.
If no one wants to make the move, so we're still recovering from the last battle.
Missile.
School 3, Fox 2. Pursuing enemy.
Missile hit.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on bandit. Attack.
Missile.
Hostile missile hot.
Missile.
We must take advantage of this opening.
Target's in machine gun range. Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves.
Hang in there. Three strikes will be here soon.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Three strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Target acquired.
Don't let him any closer. This is School 3. I'm on my target.
The enemy is desperately trying to stop our advance. This is gonna be tougher than we thought.
Enemy's got a lock. Strider 2, Fox 2.
Missile inbound. Drinking. Catch him, pal.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
We're out of standstill. We're pinned down.
Target acquired. Your air support considerably weak and organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 Our strategy is about to pay off.
There's no way we're pulling back now. If they take our headquarters, we're finished.
Enemy's lock on you.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here. Something they can do.
Missile.
Stop these guys before somebody lights a fire under our asses.
Missile.
Thanks to our air support, victory is tide of battle in our favor.
Finish them!
Tank units, advance!
Do you know how many they've taken out? Send your best. Where's three strikes?
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Don't let them through! Check the port side. We need to regroup.
Enemy has a lock on you.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins.
Vehicle confirmed
Take them out
destroyed.
before they can approach the fleet.
Locked on bandit. Break! Break!
Do not let them through!
We lost half our men? What about the reinforcements?
Missile.
Locked on.
Attack missed.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Fox 2!
Behind my target.
Use the binoculars. Three strikes chaser. The enemy is following me.
Conditions can change over. This battle is ugly.
Arrogant. Careful. They can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat.
5 minutes remaining.
Show them how OSHA fights in battle. The battle conditions are changing constantly. I don't like it one bit. Eyeball to Ostrich. Take care of Niner Sierra for us. Roger. We'll provide supporting fire along with Stork. Our target is Niner Sierra. Prepare the first volley. Ready! Fire!
Destroy the enemy's left fleet, and then we can regroup.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Eyeball, give us a report. You overstood it. Thanks for the fire support. Roger. HQ, this is 1-2. Eliminated the enemy resistance. 1-2 is clear, making their way to HQ now.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle eliminated.
Strider 1, enemy destroyed.
Reduce altitude. Right between the
On
buildings.
the enemy.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Missile.
Get away from that missile! Evade that missile, Strider 2!
Missile. Missile.
Watch out for those enemy tanks. Don't want any surprises.
Missile.
Strider 1, box 2. Vehicle eliminated.
Missile.
Standard and clear. Lock on.
Missile.
You did really well out there.
Missile.
This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Evading. Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
2 minutes remaining.
Bandit has a lock.
I want to see badass street striker. Look, too.
Locked on.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
Target eliminated.
Don't stop.
Cyclops 2, box 2.
Vehicle eliminated.
Strider 1, break that lock.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed. 1 minute remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed.
One bandit back.
Cyclops 1, missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Take commanders down!
Missile.
Cyclops 3, box 2.
Bandit at clear. Attack weapon targets. Bandit still active. Shut down.
30 seconds remaining.
Doctor has a lock. Locked on! Found the bandit's ass. I can't believe we're getting pushed back. Won't last long.
Strider 1 is destroying the target.
I've been spiked.
Box 2, box 2.
Missile.
Get away from that missile! Freak! Freak!
Missile.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at different levels, but don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Evaded. I see them. Don't get too far ahead.
Ship 5 is hit.
There's a range of guns.
Sorry, I gotta bail out.
You did well.
This ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
I'm hit.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? All right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Fox 2.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Shaking bandit.
Missile evaded.
Taking fire.
Strider 1, locked on target.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. He wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Wiseman!
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman!
Shit!
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
The duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Wilco count.
You're holding your own out there.
Strider 1, target acquired. Missile hit.
Damn.
Echo finished the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabante's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately. Count, we all feel the same way.
For nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID'd as Ocean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're angry or not, you're
You're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider 1, missile launched. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target acquired.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us.
Target's still active.
We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Missile launched. Target destroyed.
We're the only ones here on our side.
Target in gun range.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park.
Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia.
I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it.
The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong?
We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Members of the military calling itself the Free Erusians.
Strider 4, missile inbound. Hostile has a lock.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a past message.
My plane is icing up.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. Missile launched. Target destroyed.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us. Right now.
Missile inbound. Evade. We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
Allied shot down. You want us to wait and see if they're friendly?
Missile away.
Bon voyage.
Target acquired. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through!
The enemy shows no signs of letting up. This car's not gonna last.
Caution.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Is closing. Strider 1, break.
Pull up.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our captain's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
We have no choice! Fire!
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. Prepare to fire on a moment's notice. The General is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft! General's orders! You want the call?
Watch over the future. High heavens. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. The main conflict concluded. Regional forces in the center, south, and east are struggling for stabilization of the nation.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Making IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harvey and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
Missile.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
We can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day. Box 2! Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone likes to meet him.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
How'd you last long, Chester? If it's breach, then we're here to help.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Destroy aircraft with tally marks on the tail. They're penal unit rebels.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Bandit acquired.
Target is in machine gun range.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better timing. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
Officers from countries annexed by Arusha have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous, in the rear of the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself have worked to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Arusha News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSS chief. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Someone's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. Ocean fighters. What the hell's going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's supposed to get big shots too? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
9. Enemy on your back.
Nickel.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
No good. Shit. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Rebuilding. Evading this.
In my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... Drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault that it was Elisa. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Nickel.
Entirely.
Behind our target.
EMQ-99 launch! Our commands are overridden! They must be accessing our location. Which unit is behind this?
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Headed this way! No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Nickel. Nickel.
5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need. Autonomous movement is fully functional. You're incredible. It's not enough to be really functional.
4 bandits left.
There has to be a time that should not function.
3 bandits to go.
They are after the data, aren't they?
Nickel.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Nickel.
1 bandit to go.
Nickel.
Target is in machine gun range.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up.
Approaching Ocean aircraft. Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake. Were you sent by the General Staff? No, we've left it at this. I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Broadcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is...
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Farbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
do. It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple aircraft. It's what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Got a positive ID.
Nice. Target eliminated.
Thank God. Friendly bird.
Destroyed. Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Our air support is here. Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. With that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! I can guess what happened here, but I really don't want to think about it. Russian bastards! These are blatant war crimes! Take photos for evidence.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
I just kept a photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to increase the shield in the proper area.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible. No pursuit too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until operation meeting time. Coming up away from the mass driver.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? It's in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Give me enemy's position! Because the artillery fire sent a number on my hearing!
ID complete. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Missile. Missile.
Get in the landing craft!
Missile.
Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belka.
was not struck.
Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks. Fine if we take a little damage. We finish this fight now.
Missile.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Stop whining.
Fox 2.
You're with us. You see the enemy? Meet them there. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks. Get out of here. Hurry. Get like this through. We're as good as dead.
Missile.
Strike craft?
Missile.
Hi, shit.
Strider 3 launching missile. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Missile.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Missile.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side? We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. But what are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown!
There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusea will have a fighting chance.
Use cameras to track the supply ships.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Missile.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
We're fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogeys! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence operation no return!
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts. Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
It's no use. The enemy pilots outclass us.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick!
Strider 1, missile launched. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Scram 2, detected enemy missile.
I'm on my target's tail.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Ram 8, behind my target.
Missile.
Why with such skill and precision? Don't tell me to stop these instruments. No birds. Report to no return.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for operation leading time.
Strider 1,
Launch control. Roger that.
These guys are working together to bring us down.
more bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Strider 1, missile launched. Intercept those bombers.
Locked on.
We're outnumbered and we'll be surrounded.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bombers are about to reach the island.
Missile.
Shoot them down now.
These reinforcements are elite.
Only half the bombers remain.
Missile.
We can't let even one get away.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Strider 3, launching missile.
Missile away. Fox 3.
Can't we flank the enemy and strike them from behind?
No sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Behind the enemy.
They got me. Rejected. We're down to less than half our vehicles. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
This independent special security squadron is demanding to be let into the base.
Shit. Those guys do some real dirty work.
Entering cloud cover. Fox 3.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
If you lose your legs, then crawl. You can surrender when you lose your hands.
That goes for a team. 2 tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider 1. Fox 2.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Russian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Longcaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help those refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13. All hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Longcaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
There's a beat on you.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Good job. The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Strider 1, APC destroyed.
Everyone knows it. No other reason.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I have a solid block.
Missile. That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Broadcaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
The supply ships are on their scheduled flight path.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert.
Missile.
We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it. If we're too close, we'll get caught up in the explosion.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Do they really think they can continue to dodge?
The missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion.
That giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Strider 1, missile launched. That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. Trigger, you're gonna lose it. Fly at full speed. We've recalculated the remaining time. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them! The Ocean pilots are chasing the supply ship hard.
60 seconds remain.
Missile.
Missile hit the supply ship dead on. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.